I'm Liana Josaitytė Mockienė from company Media Park. Media Park is a software development company, and during in the Altfinator project, we are the development partner who is responsible for the development and design of all Altfinator online platform. So today's goal is to present you what was already developed and implemented during the first year of the Altfinator project. So we will cover several topics today. It's the purpose of the Altfinator platform. Then we will go through the structure of the platform, where I will showcase the live demo of actual functionality, and also talk a little bit about the content management system and what content we are able to update constantly. So the purpose of the Altfinator online platform is divided in several things. So first of all, it's to make it easier for alternative financing providers to market themselves to innovative SMEs that are seeking for alternative financing, to match innovative SMEs to alternative financing schemes. Also to improve the availability of financial and credit information about innovative SMEs to alternative finance providers, and to improve the innovative SMEs awareness and understanding of the types of alternative financing that is available nowadays, depending on their level of development of the business. We covered all those goals in this structure. So we have a few sections that are the main, and so some of them are not so important, so we will talk about all of them. Starting from the tool sets, so we have implemented an interactive map of alternative financing providers in the Europe, in the target countries, and also implemented a matchmaking tool that provides recommendations on of the alternative financing providers to the SMEs. Also, we have developed a dedicated profile pages for alternative financing providers, and we have also listed have a list of financial and credit data providers in different countries in Europe. Also, we have a section with main and the resources, useful resources that are targeted at SMEs and AF alternative financing providers. And we have this basic information like news, events, upcoming events, the project results, the About section, and the information about the consortium of the Altfinator project. So moving on to the actual platform. The platform is available at www.altfinator.eu. It is a public page where anyone can access. So here now we landed on the homepage of the platform, where you can see the basic introduction to the project and to the features that it has. I will just scroll down so that you can see what we have here, and later on I will talk about all the features separately. So here you can see in the homepage the interactive map of alternative financing providers, the upcoming events and the latest news, and also Here we have the section where anyone can subscribe to the newsletter of Altfinator. And also the basic contact information of the project. So moving on to concrete functions and sections, I would like to start with the matchmaking tool. When you go to the matchmaking tool, you get this page, and here you can see the introduction to the actual matchmaking tool. But at first, I would like to introduce the interactive map that is also related to this matchmaking tool. So here we have a map of all alternative financing providers that are registered on the Altfinator platform. So we started by creating the Altfinator, the alternative financing profiles ourselves. So we did a research and mapped all available alternative financing providers in our targeted countries, and we uploaded their profiles on the platform. So today we have around 475 profiles already in the platform. So here you can see the numbers of based on the type of alternative financing that they are providing, and here you can see the map which is interactive and can be zoomed. And if you click on a particular dot, you can see the information of the company that is based in that country. Also, this information is reflected in a list. Here you can filter the information. Let's say we want to see alternative financing providers in Belgium, and that are angel networks. And we click search, and we get the list of alternative financing providers meeting the criteria that we have selected. Let's see if we change the parameters. So no, we don't have anything in Cyprus, but let's say Hungary. Nope, sorry. Yeah, but it means that we didn't have agile networks in those countries. But if we wider the type, so we get all the alternative financing providers in those locations that we selected. We can also filter by funding ranges of the alternative financing providers. And from this list, you can check the dedicated page of alternative financing provider that looks like this. So here we have a name, the logo, the main information, short description, and the contact information, and a direct link to the official website of a particular alternative financing provider. So as I mentioned before, we have uploaded for the beginning, we have uploaded all of the alternative financing provider profiles that we gathered. But great news, starting from today, we already have a self-registered alternative financing providers on the platform, which is great news. Hopefully, we will get more and more of these. So from this page, we can also get to the matchmaking tool, where SMEs can select the criteria of their company and get recommendations of alternative financing providers that meet the criteria. So this is just a recommendation, and we don't state that they will definitely, I don't know, get the funding from these alternative financing providers that we have recommended, but this is just a way for SMEs to get the information what type of alternative financing what types of alternative financing is available for them. So let's check how it works. So here we have several steps that SME should fill in. So here they can select different types of alternative financing that they are seeking for. They should also select the funding ranges that they are looking for, the amount of funding, and they should select the country that they are establish their company in, and mark the development stage. Let's say we are a startup. Next, so once they go through all of the steps, here they have an option to leave their email if they want to get the list to their mailbox. So if they just leave their credentials here, they will get an email with the list with the recommendations that we get by clicking here. So these are all alternative financing providers that matches the criteria once selected. And also here we can get to the dedicated page of those alternative financing providers that matches. So this is about the matchmaking tool. Moving on to other sections. So the other section is, so if the matchmaking tool was more for the SMEs, so we have another section is the credit data. So here we have a list of all company information or credit data providers in target countries. So this is a list where alternative financing providers can check the status of particular SME that they are interested in, their, I don't know, financial information, their company information. So here we have a list, the country that the organization is based on or has the information about, and a link to the official page of this organization. So here we have a possibility to filter the countries. So let's say we want to check the credit data providers in Hungary. So this is the list where you can check all the information that is needed. Moving on to another section, so it's the useful resources. Useful resources are divided in two categories, is for the SMEs and for finance providers. So I've now clicked the main button of useful resources and I get the whole list of the resources that are now available on the website. But let's say if we go to the for SMEs page, here you can see the information that is more dedicated and more targeted for, and should be more interesting for the SMEs. So here we have the dedicated pages of all those resources where you can see the information. And one thing about the about those resources, so one can download this only after he or she submits the information about their company. So let's say if I don't submit it, I will not be able to download the document that is here. So let's say I'm an SME, and here I also is an optional suggestion to leave the email address as well. So once I submit my company information, I get the document. It is automatically downloaded to my computer. Any other, I don't know, if I go back to the resources and go to another resource type and want to download other documents. So if I have submitted the company information once, I will not need to do that again. Unless I clean the cookies of my computer. So This company information submission is required only once. So I think I will not go through the particular resources that we have here. It is available publicly, and everyone can check it. Moving on to the resources for financing providers. So here we have the sign up window and also listed the resources below. So this sign up window, so register or log in. So here it is for creating the alternative financing provider page, profile page. So how it works, for example, if I am a new alternative financing provider that is not registered to the site, so what I need to do is just to enter my email address, create a password, and check those checkboxes, and I register. Once I register, I need to get confirmation from Altfinator admins that will check my information if it's correct. I mean the email and the credentials, and after that I can create my profile is the information. So fill the information that you could see in the profile page that was on the website, and it looks like this. So I have already created a test account, so this is for the alternative financing provider page. So when I get to my account page, I see such window where I can and should upload the information about my company. So what we can update here is the logo, the image that represents my company, name, the type of alternative financing, development stage, funding ranges, the countries that one provides the financing, the address that one is based in, my email that I provided for registration, phone number, and the website to my website, and also a short description describing my company. So once I submit the information for the review, I see a status here. So now I see dismiss status because yes, it was a test user. So I didn't want it to appear in the list, an exact list. So, but if the Altfinator, the admin of Altfinator platform approves the information, it automatically appears in the list of alternative financing providers here. Yes, so this is about the alternative financing providers profiles. Moving on to other sections. So these were the tools that we implemented and that should be used by the SMEs, I don't know, the multipliers of alternative financing and the alternative financing providers. And now we go to the other information. So we have also a new section that is being updated constantly. Here we have all news related to the Altfinator project or just news about alternative financing. It can be any related topic to alternative financing. You can filter it here and read the information inside. So it's just like a news feed. Also, we have list of upcoming and past events. So here you can see one of our upcoming events, and you can go inside and check the location, the date, the duration of the event, and also link to registration if it's required and other information related to the event. Also, you can see all past events that have already happened. As you can see, we had quite a few events already. And we have About Us section. So starting with the project results. So here you can see the information related to Altfinator project. These are all public documents that are available for everyone who is interested how Altfinator project is going on. And you can easily download those documents and get to go through the information. Also, we have the About Us page. This page is for describing the Altfinator project in general. So here we have listed the target groups, the main activities that is going on for the project. And we have also a list for a page for consortium partners, so the team of the project that has direct links to their official websites. Also, we have Altfinator hubs here. This will be updated in the nearest future. So now we just have an introduction of what Altfinator Hub is, or should it be. And later on, it will involve and have dedicated pages of separate countries where anyone will be able to see activities and the information related to their countries, the events, the news, other, I don't know, the contact person who is responsible for managing the Altfinator hub and things like this. And I guess this is it about the platform. So moving on to the management of Altfinator platform. So we have an admin panel with different type of roles. So we have a super admins that can manage any information on the platform, content manager that can update news, events, public results, and alternative financing provider profiles. And also we have a country manager who will be responsible for updating the information in particular country hub area. Also, we have created a content template that is used for updating the news and events, so that all the information is in the same structure and provided in the most understandable way. And we have also implemented the tracking of Google Analytics, so that we can see the traffic of users that we get, what pages they are visiting, and how often and how many times they download the resource files that we have published on the platform. Okay, and I guess this is it. So now I will we can move on to the questions. And I will turn on the screen here. Let's check. Okay, so any questions, anyone, about the functionality of the platform? Okay, so all clear. So If you will have any questions in the future, you can contact me directly or ping a question at info@alfinator.eu. As the platform is totally public, so we can answer all the questions. Great. All works. Great. Good to know. So thank you all for attending this webinar. Hopefully it was interesting uh, and helped to understand the functionality of the platform that we already have. Yes. Thank you all.